Alright guys, we are back on the Cubcam YouTube channel. This is the next edition of this Third Age Divide and Conquer V3 campaign for Rohan. Just about got it right on that. So yeah, welcome back out to everyone who's enjoyed the first couple of videos. We're getting a few recorded at the beginning, just so we've got a bit of a backlog of them. Obviously there's other things I do on a day-to-day basis, so I want to make sure that I have actually got a backlog of these to upload every day, because I'm going to try and make a bigger deal out of the series. As big a deal as possible, you know what I mean? That's kind of like the overall plan for this. So where did we end up? We ended off pretty much taking these two provinces. We found out that Gind is where Lurtz had been kind of hiding out. So what the plan from here is essentially to reinforce Derwath and allow Prince is it Swifred to march up to Isengard and take the capital. Now, realistically, we aren't going to be able to take that capital by storming it. We're going to have to kind of siege it and wait for them to come out. Hopefully, if we can get some additional troops up there. I know Edoras is training a few right now. If we can get a few extra troops up there, maybe these three units here, plus what's being trained in the Hornburg currently up there, that will sort that out, and then we can pretty much send this unit of cavalry down there to aid King Eomer alongside Erkenbrand and Fengel. That should be a strong enough force in there to defend against. I mean, Luag was quite annoying to fight against, but that should be a strong enough force to defend against there. They've got 2 units of pikemen. Those 2 will go down moderately quickly. The berserkers will be a bit of an issue, but from inside, I think we should just about have that, especially with Erkenbrand's arrow ability. So we're going to move up here diplomat wise. So that's clan. Is that clans of the Enedwaith? That is, isn't it? So we're neutral with Enedwaith currently, so let's see if we can find. I mean, we could just go to that that fort there, although it's saying it's a Isengard fort, so I don't know how far Isengard's reach goes. So what we'll do is, for the time being, we'll head over to here where we know there's an Enedwaith fortress, and we'll end the go there, and we'll see what the landscape's looking like. Yeah, I've been enjoying recording these. Obviously, this is the first time I've done any sort of YouTube gaming videos, and I am really enjoying the process. I think after checking back the videos, the mic levels are kind of like okay. And I think we are going to be fine. That's annoying, because they're just going to keep producing 2 units a turn, aren't they, realistically? Right, we're going to have to find a way of halting this. We may have to go and siege it to begin with, so they stop building new units. That might have to be the pattern that we take. Right, agent, you head out this way. Head up to the elves and try and get some business going there. So yeah, for those that haven't played this game before, it's excellent, as you can clearly see. I absolutely adore this game to pieces. I think there's so much you can do with it. Right, they're going to be available in 7 turns, and the archers in 6 turns. So realistically, in 8 turns, we should have 3 more units there. Get them retrained. So that will be enough to kind of backlog them. We're going to have to pretty much take these as they arrive. It's any unit's a unit at this point, really, isn't it? So let's send Prince Swayfield. Let's see what you've got first of all. Nothing too strenuous, so we'll fight that battle in a second. We'll move these up to the fold, and then the next turn we'll have 2 units there. Done the steer. I don't want to keep training militia because they just don't. They're not great. I'd rather save the money at this moment in time. Oldberg. Ooh. Right, well, when there's the money to do it, I'll get a nice cavalry battalion from the Oldberg, and once the mines are done, we'll get some town guard going on as well. So there we go. Every province is sort of stepping up to where it needs to be, I feel. We've got a semi-decent little force growing there. It's not decent at all, to be honest with you. Let's get this battle fought, because we need to stop the tide that Isengard will bring. They've only really got Isengard now as a production centre, so as soon as we halt that, that's pretty much them out the game, and then we can move up to taking Dunland out. Once we've taken Dunland and Isengard, we'll either end up going for Enedwaith or moving down to Mordor. Now, Mordor's always an absolute slog on this game. I don't particularly enjoy fighting Mordor. I don't think anyone does, but it's part of the game, so we have to have a look at it. So what have we got going on here? not branding. But there we go. Right, so we've got a semi-decent cavalry force set up there. We've got the archers located here, and we've got 3 units of mid/trash infantry. So we'll run you 3 at the front. You there. And to be honest, actually, I'll link you up with the cavalry to begin with, and we'll set you all up over there. We'll see what they've got to offer. Okay, so the Centurion on the side. Start a battle. You know what I find at the start of battles, I'm always very I want them to start. You know what I mean? I hate the waiting around sort of process. Now their strongest unit there really is that spear guard that's going to be the most difficult thing to deal with. So if we can take a few of them out through these arrows, maybe even move these 2 up at the same time. And to be honest, yeah, we may as well move them to a different thing and get these set up along here. What does that mean? I've never seen that before. I genuinely don't know what that means. So we've got these. I mean, we're taking out a fair few by the looks. Are we apparently not taking out a single unit? 1%. We know the half-orc Isengard does not hold up well against cavalry, so we're going to take them out of the game. We've got some archers at the back as well, who are surprisingly annoying to take out. So if we can take out this big clump of Isengard here, they're not advancing, so that we can just literally fire off as many arrows into them as we want. And then once this unit's out of the game, we'll take the archers, and then it's pretty much as you do, basically. Now, how's that for a charge? Not great. We've had some very disappointed charges so far, I've got to say. Rinse and repeat. Get out. So, apparently these Uruk-hai archers are doing more than both. Wow, they really are trash, aren't they? Right, I think I'm gonna have to switch plans up. You run back there. You focus on that spear guard. Actually, for the time being, you head into the archers. If we can take out like take out 3/4 of the archers, that unit becomes pretty redundant. They fire for longer, but they don't really offer anywhere near as much spread, so it's a lot more difficult. Right, let's go. That's because the scouts. That's why the scouts are nullifying the charge. Look, you go over there. You're useless, really, aren't you? It's a decent charge, to be fair. I think we'll do another one. I'll move you along the top. This is very much going to have to be a case of smashing in from behind by the looks of things, because these will be out soon. They've not really done any damage at all. This is not going anywhere near as smoothly as it should have. Let's see if we... Tell you what. You go into the back of the archers, and everyone else will go into the Isengard. Now we should get a better charge here without these scouts in the way. That's more like it. There we go. Spread. It's not bad. To be fair, it's pretty good. Knocked out about 60 off the charge. They're wavering. Keep the press up on them. I think okay. Let's move up. See, these little skirmish battles are the sort of ones I would normally skip, because like I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm likely to probably lose more men than I want, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win the fight regardless. So once we go into the back of these, we can focus fire on those. That's those broken. Good stuff. Tell you what, scouts, you get after those. You reform and clump this lot. There we go. as I said before, like your cavalry for Rohan are like your kind of like your queen pieces on a chessboard. You can just move them as much as you like, while the other pieces almost like hold the fort. That's the kind of way I play with them anyway. I try to have as much kind of movement from the because the cavalry are quite OP on this game, and as the majority of your military is made up by cavalry, well, at least your quality military is made up by cavalry for Rohan. It makes sense, I think, to utilize them as much as possible and use your kind of quite frankly quite basic infantry units just to kind of hold the line essentially, whilst the rest of your units do the legwork. Right, so what have we got left to take out here? The archers are now firing in on these Uruks. So what we'll do is move you out back to there. You can focus fire in, because spears aren't doing too great. Well, this is the thing. The Urukai infantry as a unit is pretty good for infantry. They're just not that good at repelling cavalry because they're standard infantry. So they almost get seen as like an easy target for Rohan, because you can just plow through them with your cavalry units. But when you actually put them up against another, like a standard Rohirrim infantry unit, they just get battered. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Big smash. They're fighting to the death. That should be game over. There we go. You now stop firing. What's this looking like? There we go. Yeah, once this lot's all tidied up, I think that will be game over. Everyone else is retreating. What's happening over here? There we go. Yeah, we'll end it there. They've only got 6 men left, so that's that force that came out of that force has just come out of, where is that? Is that the Ride of the Rohirrim against the... Or is that meant to be Dunharrow? Maybe. Yeah, 'cause it's on the cliff, isn't it? I think that might be the mustering of the Rohirrim from Return of the King. But yeah, when we have the... when we're looking at it and we're looking at the kind of military makeup, I think you do have to kind of take your advantages. You know, that it's quite clear that Rohan needs its cavalry because its infantry units just aren't good enough. They're just not. So yeah, let's see. We've taken out that unit. They definitely took out more of us than I would have wanted. But it's a couple of is it a trait increase? Yeah, 2 extra command there for Swithred, as he likes to call himself. So yeah, next turn we're like, what are we getting? Are we getting anything here from here? No. There's a few turns yet before we can get anything from there. So yeah, we've got a couple of decisions to make here. The Riddermark skirmishers are always useful. So that cavalry unit will sit in there. I think we're just going to have to suppress, because what have they got? They've got archers, raiders, beast slayers, and Saruman the White. So if we can suppress them so they're not able to make any new units under siege, I think we've actually got them. If they were to sally out, I think we have actually got them pretty pinned with what we've got available. So I think it might be an idea to move on Isengard immediately, and then bolster it up with these units here, whilst this unit of Rohirrim goes to defend. Is it Darwath? And yeah, then we've got the Aldburg putting together a nice cavalry battalion there, which can come and support the fight later on. And then we're going to have a little bit of breathing room, I think, realistically. Once we've taken Isengard, and eventually we'll be able to move all the forces down to Gind. I'm really hoping that Gind don't expand and bring their men out before I'm kind of ready. Right, there we go. Let's get some trade on the table. See if we can get an alliance with you, because I don't particularly fancy fighting all my battles in this sort of like middle... Is it Kalanathan? Is that the name of the region? Like, essentially one side to the other of old northern Gondor. What can we do? Should we do a regular tribute? We'll give them military access. Does that make any difference? Let's do it. Let's do a regular tribute of that for 8 turns.
I must say we are not convinced.
They just don't want to be allies. Fair enough. We'll probably end up fighting later on. Right, on we go. Let's go. Let's take the Northern Dunedain first. And we'll work our way across. Probably go up to Agmar, then work back down, and then we'll work across there. Where's my other diplomat as well? He's already on the way. Cool. Let's... should we round off this turn here? I think we've done everything we need to do. Yeah, so get 2 of those units up into Swithred. I love his name. Swithred's army. And we just got to hope that Lurt stays in his castle down at Gind. I don't like him. I don't like seeing the agents just sitting there. I just find it makes me nervous. There we go. That's the sally out I was expecting. And now, you see that? See how quickly they've replenished up there? Replenished the entire army pretty much instantaneously. Like, Isengard's a powerhouse of a settlement, and it takes a long time to get Isengard to do that for you. Thank you, Council. But we're gonna launch an assault there. Bring all these units here up, just for the number boost. Because now, even if we were to attack with the ones they have, it's getting a little nervous. Because they've now got a force there. Right, this lot will come up to defend the fold, so they'll be at the fold the next turn. I mean, if Ginyard gets attacked, it's gone. Like, there's a force like hiding around here. They'll probably come in and take Ginyard next turn, or they'll come up to defend Isengard, which is probably the smart thing to do. I think those units plus what I've currently got. I mean, well, it's not really worth it, is it? It's not really worth trying to defend Ginyard for no matter other than it's one of their provinces, and the sooner we get rid of all of their provinces, the sooner they kind of move on. So yeah, obviously we're playing without Theoden. He died in the first episode, as did Theodred. He died in the second, so we pretty much just have Eomer from the original royal line. And Erkenbrand, but he's not a royal, I don't think, Erkenbrand. That's making me very nervous. That says to me they've got another province out that way. They must do. It takes this is the thing. All these middle factions, they take so long to mop up, whereas like an Anduin or like a Misty Mountains or someone like that, they tend to, once they're gone, they're like gone. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll get some extra funding for our travels.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that'll make a huge difference being able to train those from there. And then...
Yes, my lord.
I think with those 3, we might just be able to do it in one sweep. Maybe. Who knows? Possibly. The possibilities are indeed endless. Mining, there we go. 1 unit of archers. I mean, that won't take 3 turns. What are we getting from that? An extra 250 a turn. Covers the wages of maybe 1 or 2 mid-range units. So there we go. Derweth is looking safe. They're moving out that way, so I do feel it's probably a good idea. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. If that's the done lendings, let's see. Let's have a ceasefire. Trade rights, map information. They're not going to accept it. They never do. But there we go. Oh.
I shall continue tomorrow.
So I'll send you back down to Gin so we can see what's happening. Oh wow, that suddenly looks a lot more threatening. You know what? You're going down to Derweth. I don't want to lose it now that I've got it, and I definitely don't want Eomer to go, because then we are stuffed and we literally just have 1 prince in that case.
As you command.
See, they get so many orc defenders. I just don't think we can win that. 11 turns till surrender. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that unit comes back to fight us from behind, and then we can take them on an open field. Because remember, we lose our cavalry in sieges. I can see my mic. There it is. It's there. It's hiding below. Right. What do you want, strange hooded man? What do you want from me? Again, they're... Because it's a risk, basically. What I'm trying to get at is it's a big risk to move more units up. I don't think we're going to do it. If we can take Isengard to begin with,
Yes. Your will, my lord.
link all these guys up. And then we'll link that force up with them, and then that should be enough to take Isengard regardless of the defenders. There's an extra... That force there pretty much matches the additional defenders. And then we are spending a lot on units quite early, which is not usually how I play the game, but it's a case of fight fire with Isengard, I find. If they hit you early, you've got to hit them back very quickly. Otherwise, they just get a bit. It all gets a bit ridiculous. C'est ridicule. I mean, that's not really going to defend against much, is it? Fengel, military advisor. Oh, you'll probably need some advice. Diplomats are up and running. See, once you get past those sort of big early battles, you can kind of crack on with a bit more kind of map movement, I find. Rohan especially, the early game for Rohan is very much like big battles straight away. I don't like how this is looking.
My lord. Yes.
So once we've got Dolgadur.
Journey planned out. Stopping here.
My phone's in the corner, sorry if I keep looking over there.
Without
It's on charge at the moment.
I shall continue to
Yeah, so Northern Dunedain around. I'm just trying to find where the river is. I'm pretty sure there's a province there. So this is the test now, isn't it? Will Ginyard survive that? No, it won't. So we'll move you to there, because then that will survive assault from beast slayers. We'll move you up to this army here,
Yes, my lord.
We're combining forces
and then
to battle.
ooh, cavalry are pretty much actually no, cavalry aren't nullified because Isengard itself is so open. You still get some cavalry benefit. Have we got enough infantry to kind of storm it? So we've got 1, 2, 3 of genuinely useful infantry. That's going to be the thing. We've got 4 units of useful infantry. We've got Erkenbrand. We've got the Erlingers who can be useful for infantry. You know what? The sooner we get this done, the better. Here we go. This is going to be the main part of this episode, I feel. The taking of the storming of Isengard. No Ents this time. I do like that picture. That early elven armor looks so cool. I find, anyway. The hammer will at least keep the arm strong until they can wield sharper tools again. Nice. Oh, little bit laggy, but we should just about be okay. So, why are we starting at the bottom of the hill, gentlemen? Come on. Right. So, the cavalry is not to be deployed until we are inside the gates. Otherwise, we are wasting it, and it can't really do much. So, you've got ladders. You've got a ram. And I think very much the sooner we get on the walls, we can start firing arrows down. Where have they put the majority? Oh my god, they've left the gate okay, wow. This is... Go. I mean, if they've set up like that, it's very unlikely that they'll kind of realise what they've done. But as soon as we're through the gate... Just get everyone nice and close. Well, move you along there. Erkenbrand and the Archer Battalion along there. Are they going to sally out? This is very odd. I mean, the scouts are pretty useless on this. They're literally just extra bodies. Right, the ladders are up. The ladders are up, my friends.
Our men have reached the gate with the battery.
Walls will come down. What are they sending out? Raiders. Very weird strategy. Weird strats, dude. Weird strats. Yeah, get you up. So I think what I want to do... Where's the things? Yeah, I want to get you up there. You up there. Let's get the archers on the wall.
The battering ram has done its work.
Right, we're in. I think this now.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
Right, so we've got the gate. That doesn't really mean much, to be honest, early on. So the majority of their force, they've got about 1,000 of these Orc defenders. I've never actually fought against Orc defenders because I always wait it out if I see they're on the garrison. But we shall see moving forward. So the group chats are all popping off at the minute. Obviously, well, you can imagine why they're all popping off. People making sure everyone else is okay. I'm blessed with some very lovely friends who will always check on each other, which is very nice indeed. I've got to say, I need to work out a smoother place for this microphone because it does keep getting in my way today. My arm kind of sits underneath the microphone arm. It does work, but occasionally my arm does start to go a bit numb. Right, so we've got all of the archers up on the walls now. I mean, this unit shouldn't last too much longer. Are they firing through the door? What are you doing? Wasting everyone's time, including your own. Let's get up on there. So, I think in just a second. There we go. Engage. Everyone close in. Right, the raiders are down, so let's form a big infantry wall. Militia behind. Got a lot of militia, haven't we? I think maybe just set the archers up here. We've got quite decent range with... I'll tell you what, that's nowhere near the formation I want. If they go there... They go there. Then load you up and you can sit in front. Why are you firing on your own men? What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Then we'll bring this in. Bring these guys in. And we will also bring... Let's see if we can get a look at them. What do Reavers do? Are they infantry? Yeah. Yeah, out to everyone who is already following the channel specifically for these videos. I was surprised at how few people had actually seen the game. It's an amazing game. It's all free. If you just need Total War, a Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms expansion on Steam, and then the Third Age mod is actually free, and then the Divide and Conquer sub mod for Third Age is also free as well. So there's no so are they no longer pikes? Oh wow, let's crush them, because that is Saruman. How early can we get them in? They're a crossbow unit. That's bizarre. But what's their combat like? 'Cause that's, to me, they are holding up. Wow, are they holding up? Yeah, might need to rethink this. So you run over here. It's big open space. You go there. Because I think literally unit for unit we should win. It's just how strong those guards of the hand are up against our men. Because look, they're going to get stripped down quite quickly. My cavalry units are over there. Come on, Prince, get out. Come on, Eomer. Don't do a stupid. That's Eomer, isn't it? Get out! Get out! Oh, stress me out every... Run! Always stressing me out, man. Cool. So now they're pretty much. This is the big front assault. Now, how much are our archers doing? I've got a funny feeling they're doing a fair bit. Yeah. Because that's the thing. None of their units have any real armor kind of strength. So we're pretty much just all these units in the open here are just bait essentially. And they're firing on from there. Let's give this another strike. I don't think they really stand much of a chance here when we see how well we're set up. Why are you just chilling on the... There's always do some very weird things on this game. Let's go. Do we do many? Wow, that was a lot better. That's a big chunk of them done, and then back out. I think we're going to have to rinse and repeat the cavalry on Saruman. Who has a very... I find that very odd that he has a crossbow unit. But, hey-ho. Yeah, the Orc defenders are literally just trash. I think they're just meant to be orcs that have been dragged up to fight from the pits or whatever. So the spearmen could use a hand. Maybe divert fire into those. And the Reavers are looking a bit strong. Hang on. Okay, let's give this a... let's run into the back of these. Give them a bit of a clapping. That's a mad axe. Here we go. Into the back of them. Yeah, that's what I thought. They always seem to run away. Are they ripping for it? That's terrifying. I mean, this battle was a risk. I think we're all good, though. I don't think there's any reason to panic just yet. I mean, most of the defenders on that side have just literally melted away. Let's get the scouts out of it. They are useless. I don't know why I always get. I get them for extra bodies. You know, they're also really good at chasing down. Chasing down other units when they retreat without me having to move like solid units from the main battle. So let's go. No, I don't want those in there. I want these as their own force. Right, cool. There we go. You now here. Right. What's most of those Reavers done? The defenders keep coming in. The defenders are almost doing like cavalry routines. I'm a little worried about this Reaver unit because they keep holding up my cavalry. How are we looking? It's surprisingly even. I think those Reavers are doing absolute bits. So we're gonna have to get some cohesion going on here. You run through the back of them. Go, nice 20 chunk. So now most of them done. So I mean, it's pretty much these straggling bits, these Reavers, and the White Hand units. Don't really want these guys in prolonged combat, to be honest. Go on, let's crush this. Let's crush this unit. Let's get them out. Come on. Come on, Eomer. Big charge. It's dreadful, isn't it? It's quite weird. I don't know if they've got like a charge limiter in here because there's enough space for them, for the more space than like woodland for them to run. I always get nervous when I see a unit go down with my king's unit. I mean, that's them pretty much finished up anyway. So if we go into the back of the Reavers now, that should be the final blow. That's the Reavers done. A lot of dead bodies. Now, I think the thing is, once we've taken Isengard, they're like banner trigger army. Their last stand, is it last stand script? I think that's what it's called, the last stand script. But they'll get like a full banner army. So I think we are in a strong enough position to defend it, because it'll primarily be like Reavers and trash. It won't be many pikes. I hope anyway, because if it's pikes, I'm going to struggle. Cool, so these two are now full horse units. That's fine by me. Out to Kieran's 8-year-old, who apparently is obsessed with this mod. Love that. Wish I'd have found this at 8 years old. Actually, no, I don't. I wouldn't have had a life. That's them getting crushed in a bit of a circle. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Round them up. Let's reform our cavalry units then, so we know exactly who's got what. So it's pretty much those Orc defenders. They must be down to next to nothing, yeah. It's the Guard of the Hand. Some Orc defenders. About 50 Orc defenders left. Most of them are in this. So not anymore. Most of them are now gone. And they're still firing off the arrows. Right. I'd say let's send Erkenbrand and the Helmingers in against them. Plus this lot. Actually, Eomer, you stay away. You're dangerously low. So we're going to send the full kind of infantry swipe into these. And that's most of the defenders gone, I think. And then what we'll do is we'll line up all of our remaining cavalry behind there. I do like that view, I've got to say, when it zooms up. A little bit glitchy, but there we go. Still got the circle on the top, I like that. There we go, look at that. How the fight looks. You can never get back up there, but go. Look, the Guard of the White Hand. They're going to be difficult to take out, you know. They're not going to be easy. We might need to throw literally every unit we've got at them, because we've been going at them for most of the game. They're still on 44 men. You all done yet? Are you out? Right, let's give them a charge. 38 they're down to. If they're distracted... How was that? Nice. Down to 25. Thing is, I don't even mind. Once Saruman's gone, they'll break instantly. I think, anyway. So, right, cavalry back out. I do love this game, but it is a slog sometimes. Where is Saruman? He's surrounded. He's stun locked, I think. Oh, he's still getting attacks off. He's not got long left in him. Come on, lads. Down to 98%. Into the back. Down to 10. Down to 9. Down to 7. Down to 6. Down to 5. There's Saruman. think that is Fredwaith. Fredwaith? Is it Fredwaith or Fred Swellwaith? Swell. Don't know. Fredswaith. Where's Eomer? There he is. There's the king. Getting his chum off on Saruman. Come on. I've had enough of you. Raiding our lands and putting your white paint everywhere. You've had enough. It's going to be just him soon, isn't it, surely? Have they got another unit somewhere? Come on! Come on! There we go. Well done, lads.
Worthy enemy, but no less dead for that. We must press our advantage.
And that should be Isengard taken. Why have they still got a unit somewhere? Oh, there we are. Still a unit of 13 tiny orcs. Currently staring at that. It's time to die, my friends.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
I love it when they fly up into the air. Just see little orcs. Woo! Come on.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Come on.
Victory will be ours.
Come on. We're all jumping up and down.
Awed by the victory
There we
have
go.
won here today.
Big win. Big win. It took a lot of men to do it. We didn't lose any generals. Well, we had 3. Didn't lose any generals. That's important. So we... wow. Yeah, we lost 1,169 men. A lot of them were... We did lose 400... No, we lost around 350 militia units. We lost a lot of cavalry. A lot of Rohirrim. Wow, yeah, we lost a lot. We lost pretty much all of our infantry by the end. There was only... We got... What's that? We got 40... We've got about 55 infantry left from that entire block. Mad. There we go. Isengard is ours, people. Isengard is ours. That's really cool. That image. Looks like his It does look like he's almost throwing the sword. That sword there. It looks like. From the ashes a fire shall be woken, a light from the shadow shall spring, renewed shall be blade that was broken, the crownless again shall be king. That's Arwen who says that in the films, isn't it? But Gandalf says it in the books. There we go. I did not know that. Now, I wonder what's taking so long. Is there going to be some big shift? Will they... I don't think they're a Horde faction, are they, Isengard? Will they go into Rebel if... Surely Lurtz will become leader.
A most noble
Surely.
conquest.
Yeah, they're still floating about, causing trouble. But there we go. Right, where's the Temple of Melkor, which is always around, and I always forget to destroy it. Do they have a Temple of Melkor? They do not. So, let's get on the conversion. Soon as we can convert this over to Northmen, wow, it's going to take a while, we have another production centre. So, Isengard is ours, and I think that is where we'll finish up this episode for today. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been it's Cubcam TV, myself Kovu, recording episode 3 of this new Rohan series on Divide and Conquer. We're going to do yeah, well, I'm going to see what's happening next time. Most likely next time we'll go down to Gind to find out what's happening with Lurtz. I might actually send... Yeah, I'm going to send my spy up there to find out what's going on in the north. We're going to move everyone out of here to begin with straight away. And head you down there. That's going to be the running order for the next episode. But yeah, we have taken out Isengard. No, we haven't. We've taken Isengard. We haven't taken out Isengard as a faction. They are still very much... I've just noticed as well, my camera's backwards, so whatever I do, it feels very odd doing it the wrong way around. But yeah, there we go. Episode done. We are going to have to immediately send any reinforcements we can gather down to Darwath. I don't think we really... Now we've got the fold, we've got Ginyard as well. I don't think we really need anyone in the fold. All non-essential units shall be moved. Yeah, the fold is fine. How long till we can get new men here? 1 turn till Helms, 1 turn. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we've got plenty of units ready very soon. And Eored Horse Archers, nice. So yeah, now it's pretty much a case of just making sure we don't lose anything. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this episode. Before I get carried away, and I'll see you all soon. See you later.